Dangerous is a movie. Dangerous is a movie. Dangerous is a movie, and the Twin Towers collapse back into the past like the towers of Babel. And on the channel of television, we heard language from far away to English as the world can't live in people. As the world can't live in people. The Twin Towers collapse back into the past like the towers of Babel. On the channel of television, we heard language from far away to English as the world can't live in people. And it took years of living to forget the images of people jumping from the high-rise tower. And it took, and it will take years of living to forget the images of people jumping from the high-rise tower. So when the plane crashes into those twin towers, so when the planes crash into those twin towers, they scream out, there is nothing more dangerous than reality replacing a good movie. There is nothing more dangerous than reality replacing a good movie. So we sit and cry, how dangerous is real life replacing a good movie. And we were shocked why some of us couldn't speak for days, while we sang for the dead. And we can't forget because it seemed it was us who were trapped in those two columns of death. And as the towers went down into pyroclastic dust and debris, we saw people running for their lives. Tears ran down the eyes of our companion as the click tapes on the end of our era passes one after the other in front of our faces. How dangerous is real life replacing a movie. How dangerous is real life replacing a good movie. How dangerous is real life replacing a good movie. And some of us knew friends or family who work in those buildings. And some of us knew friends or family who work in those buildings, or who were traveling on one of those planes, or who were traveling on one of those planes, turning to missiles, 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 missiles. And it hurt for a few of us, while others had no others, while others had no one, while others had no one, while others had no one to get a hug from, to get a hug from. Even dangerous is a movie, even dangerous is a movie, as the only place to make peace with the sky, as the only place to make peace with the sky. So we spend time with each other, hoping to forget our pain, hoping to forget our pain, hoping to forget, hoping to forget, hoping to forget, to forget, to forget, to forget, to forget. But we can't forget, but we can't forget, but we can't forget. We can forgive, we can forgive, we can forgive, but we can never forget. We can never forget, we can never forget, we can never forget. Never, 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 never. We have a duty of memory. We have a duty of memory to never forget, to never forget, to never forget, to never forget, never. stratégie. On rappelle qu'on est le vendredi 13 avril 2012, vendredi 13 avril 2012, après 18h14. J'ai oublié que j'allais parler en anglais là. La première fois où il y a the 15th of April to the 15th of April 2012, it's around 15 minutes after 5, It's just a solution to resolve our problem in the present and to beat the future. A solution to beat the future and to resolve our problem in the present. Well, just what you have to find the medium, or what they call them, a clairvoyant, understand of people. People can read in the future, the present and the past. Without that supernatural power, you can connect with them. And then if you have a problem what you have to do, you have to go get in contact with someone of a medium power, what they call it. Then you have people are medium and all that, and it's a French word, or people who can see in the future, can see in the past. So what you do in your at the present time now, you go to a medium home and tell them to try to connect with you in the future. And when you reach when you're at the present time, for example, for example, I saw a medium, I would say 2 to 3 years ago, and I could tell that medium at that time that I want to connect with in the present, to say today, at that date, and to connect from that date to connect with her in the past, and she had to tell me the things I tell her in the present, in the past. So that's how you can have all the information in the past to resolve your problem. So what you do, then you have problems now, then you can see the medium at the present, and she tell you all the problems you have in the, when you're in the past, you're visiting her, she tell you all the problems that you have in the future that you're going to encounter and all that, and then she tell you what to do and what to do and what not to do, and even the military can use that to win battles. The military and all that, they can use that to win a lot of battles. So you connect to the medium in the present, you connect to yourself or another medium in the past, and to get the information. And what you really do with that, then you have a great weapon to beat your enemy in the present or in the future. Because in the present, you know when they're coming from the future to attack you, so you know what to do, frankly. And then you tell in the present, you tell the medium what to do. You tell them what's your problem, and then you have all the past, so for 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, or I don't know how far you have been into the past to see a medium, and you have all that time to repair the information or to do all the techniques that you want to do to solve your problems. So when you finally solve it, when reaching the present, then you know your problem is solved and you have the solution to resolve it. Or you have the things become straight away into your hands, or to see what you want. I don't know if you want a diploma, I don't know what you want, but it's have resolved in the past and just have somebody in the present that brought it for you, bring it for you. Or if you want weapons, you can connect with the army in the past and tell them what weapons to build. Connect with the army in the past, you just tell them to have what a medium where you connecting them in the present to say at that time in the present, when you have a medium as well in the present to you. So in that time in the present, this person is going to attack. They tell which place this army going to do what and what problem they're doing and that. And then the medium send the information back to the past, and you try to correct the problem in the past, and then when you reach in the present, nothing what happened in the present didn't happen, you correct the problem. Or if you have another army that invading you, where you can give the information to the past, so they can build greater weapon to destroy the army that coming in the present that attacking you. So that's what you can do. I guess if people from the future trying to attack us as well, you can send the information to the past. All the information that you know for them in the future, the great technology, the weapon they're using, the tactics they're using to attack you and all that. And you send that to your medium in the past, and then she created war, she talked to the military and all that, and they can create all the technique and all that, tell you that in the past, and just have to take your engineers, your industry to build a weapon to beat the people coming from the future in the present. When they arrive, you're already quite prepared for them to destroy them. That's a good technique you can use. That's a good technique. That's a solution from SEYMOUR as well. SEYMOUR, I remember you had the 13th of April 2012. It's around 19 minutes after 5 o'clock.
It's 20 minutes after 5. We are the 97 118. 97 118 surface in the first team is the first one is the French Caribbean, So you can use medium, you can use clairvoyant, you can use people who have these are divinatoire, you know they call them. All this kind of thing. I say it in French, but you just have to check it out what it means in English, and then you find out. And people who don't really believe in that, that's their own problem, but I know it's working, and you can talk to people to the past using that techniques, using medium and all that, and giving information to the past so they can solve the problem for you in the present. And when you manage that, then when you manage to do that, you can beat a lot of people, not only in the present but in the future. And I guess you can even win the lottery money with that. With all the lottery money, all the what they call that again, from the lottery people. You call that the national lottery, the millionaire, what do you call that, the Euro million, all these things. So you know the number in the present. You get all the numbers and you send it back to the past, and then in the past you buy your what you call that, your tickets. You put in the number that come out, and then when you come out at that position you win. That's how you can trick it. That's how you can trick it and make a lot of money. And each time you can be victorious, and they can really do nothing about you because you didn't. It's a way of cheating, but it's not that cheating as well because it's not against the law, that techniques. They haven't yet used it against the law. It's not mentioned in no law that you can use that technique, so you can still use it for until they say it's forbidden. So that's a technique you can make a lot of money and become right, rich and popular. So that's a solution. Don't forget to pay my 53%. 53% for you start making money with that, and then keep 66% for you. And as I say, all work deserves salary. All work deserves salary. Because if you steal my order, don't forget by taking those ideas without paying me, it is theft, it is stealing, it is how they call it, French call it vol de propriété intellectuelle. To theft of vol de propriété intellectuelle, theft of intellectual property. It's theft of intellectual property. There's a law against that. There's a law to protect people intellectual property, for it not to be stolen. So there's a theft against intellectual property, and if you don't pay, then you can be condemned and thrown into prison for abusing and using people knowledge, people property without paying them. So don't forget that. It's theft of intellectual property. Theft of intellectual property by stealing my ideas, stealing my solution without paying me, without paying my 53%. And don't forget, as I say, all work deserves salary. That's why I'm working there at the moment. All work deserves salary. So you have to pay me for my work, pay me for what I'm doing, and don't forget as well, don't forget as I'm saying that all work deserves salary, and if you don't pay, your death will be my payment. By killing you will be my payment. Or your death will be my payment. I don't give a hell if you escape or nothing, but one day we'll catch you. Because you have, as they say, we need only one chance to win, and you have to be 100 times lucky for you to escape. For you to escape death, 100 times lucky for you to escape death. We have only one chance we can win, and when you're dead, I don't think you can really escape after that. It's finished. So okay, that's what you can do. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. You only have one chance to escape. You one chance to escape. Just like with the police officers as well. Just like the police officers, where they have only one. They have multiple chances to win. One chance to make you fall, and you have to be 100 times lucky for you to escape if you don't want to steal or all that. If you're stealing or if you are a criminal and all that. Only you have to be 100 times lucky, 100% times lucky, all the time lucky for you to escape, and the police only need one chance. The police, the military, the military police and all that, they only need one chance, and when they're lucky, then you fall. You get into prison, all that, so you are fucked up then. Okay, so that's what I had to say. That's what I had to say today. And then we'll cut on that. Don't forget, we are the 13th of April 2012. 13th of April 2012. It's 24 minutes after 5. 24 minutes after 5. We are in the 97 118 as the postal code. 97 118 postal code. Saint-François Guadeloupe as the town. Saint-François. Guadeloupe is the country. Guadeloupe is the country. The French Caribbean is the region here on the planet, on the Earth, in the Atlantic Sea. Atlantic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Ocean is in the south, the Atlantic Ocean is in the north. and you cut on that. Cut, couper, terminer, cut, couper. I'll just give a few ideas in French of what you can do. All the ideas I just give out here. The ideas I just give out because I wanted to say it was intellectual fair for understand my ideas. I'll give it in French as well. So juste une voile intellectuelle en fait quand on vole mes solutions, c'est du vol intellectuel. Il ne faut pas oublier que vous pouvez terminer en prison. Hein. Et après que la police, il leur faut une seule solution pour gagner. Une seule chance pour gagner. Pour la police, c'est une seule chance pour gagner. Pour normalement les criminels, il faut qu'ils soient 100% chanceux, 100% chanceux. Et je vous rappelle que tout travail mérite salaire, tout travail mérite salaire. Et donc oui, bien sûr, on peut utiliser la stratégie qu'on vient de sortir en utilisant les médiums, les clairvoyants, tout ça pour ne pas payer. Mais on ne sera pas tout le temps à avoir des médiums, on pourra tout le temps acheter les médiums et tout ça avec ça. Sauf si on devient médium soi-même. Médium, clairvoyant, tout ça. Donc vous pouvez communiquer avec le passé. Donc comment vous faites en fait pour résoudre ce problème? Eh bien vous communiquez tout ce que vous savez normalement pour le passé. Par exemple, si il faut prendre rendez-vous avec un médium dans le passé, eh bien même à présent maintenant, dans le présent, à présent, vous prenez un rendez-vous dans le présent et vous dites que vous voulez communiquer avec eux dans le futur. Donc vous donnez une date et tout ça, et puis il faut qu'elle voit dans cette date-là quand vous allez la revoir. Il faut qu'elle vous dise toutes les informations que vous voulez la faire passer. Donc voilà ce que vous voulez faire. Donc vous la voyez normalement dans maintenant là. Et puis je sais pas moi, demain, après-demain, dans 10 jours, dans 20 jours, vous allez la revoir. Et si vous avez un problème, vous lui dites quoi. Et donc elle va communiquer avec vous dans le passé. Elle va vous dire tout ce que vous avez dans le futur. Et voilà. Donc moi par exemple, j'ai vu un médium il y a 2 ou 3 ans de ça. Et donc ce médium là normalement là, je n'avais pas parlé de cette idée là, mais bon j'aurais pu lui dire. Et donc je pouvais la voir maintenant là, et puis de communiquer avec elle dans le passé quand elle m'avait vu pour me dire tout ce que je voulais savoir, quoi. Tous les problèmes que j'ai eu et comment résister de tel peu, toutes les solutions que je pouvais avoir, quoi. Donc l'armée peut utiliser cette solution là, l'armée, les militaires, l'armée, la Navy, la Air Force, je sais pas comment on appelle la Air Force, comment dire, l'armée de l'air, voilà, l'armée de l'air, la marine, l'armée de l'air, la marine et l'armée de terre. Ils peuvent utiliser ça pour gagner des batailles sans tous se fatiguer, gagner des guerres sans se fatiguer normalement, en communiquant avec le passé, Donc, par exemple, si une armée vient de les attaquer dans le présent, et il suffit qu'ils contactent leur médium et tout ça, et puis ils ont un médium qu'ils avaient rendu avec eux déjà dans le passé, et il dit telle et telle armée vient de les attaquer de tel et tel endroit, ils ont telle et telle arme et tout ça, et dans le passé ils ont produit les armes les plus puissantes, voir les stratégies qu'ils ont dans le présent, et puis retrouver normalement les esprits, savoir d'où ils sont venus, pour pouvoir les détruire dans le présent et dans le futur. Par exemple, s'il y a une arme qui vient dans le futur aussi, on peut faire ça aussi, quoi. Grâce au passé pour pouvoir battre les armes qui viennent du futur, quoi. Je sais pas si on peut faire ça, on peut venir du futur, moi aussi jamais. Parce que dans la science, on fait des découvertes tous les jours, donc voilà, qu'on peut battre des gens du futur grâce à ça. J'avais utilisé cette technique en avant, à l'époque, là, contre Star Trek. Star Trek voulait dominer le passé, le présent et le futur. Donc c'est là que j'ai trouvé cette idée-là quand j'étais à Londres, à domicile, comment battre Star Trek pour qu'ils puissent pas imposer leur domination sur nous dans le présent. Dans le présent, donc voilà, j'avais pensé à l'idée des médiums pour communiquer avec les médiums quand j'avais rencontré dans le passé pour qu'ils puissent m'aider à résoudre des problèmes. Il y avait une autre solution que tu pouvais utiliser, te filmer dans le présent et voir si tu peux te communiquer avec toi dans le passé. Donc tu te filmes maintenant là et puis tu vois si tu peux te communiquer avec toi si tu regardes le film. Je sais pas moi, d'ici une semaine, 2 semaines, 3 semaines. Et voir si ce que tu dis au film et tout ça, les gens vont écouter ce que tu racontes, quoi. Si tu vois en fait tu t'es filmé, tu t'es resté toute la journée assis là. Et après dans le futur, tu t'es vu lever, après tu t'es passé, ben tu vois que ça marche. Tu t'es donné quelque chose, dit va aller faire tel et tel truc, et puis voilà, quand tu peux faire ça. Tu vois que ça a marché, quand tu t'es levé, tu t'es chou quand tu t'es pas levé, et bien tu t'es bien communiqué avec toi dans le passé. Et donc ça a, je sais pas, foutu les thèmes continuons, on s'en fout. L'objectif c'est de gagner, de remporter des victoires, quoi. Donc il y a beaucoup de thèmes distorsion dans ton film, mais t'en fous, mais l'objectif c'est de gagner. Donc voilà. Donc oui, je rappelle, donc il y a des médiums, des clairvoyants, des arts divinatoires et tous ces gens-là là, qui ont des pouvoirs psychiques qui peuvent communiquer avec le futur, le passé, le présent, et puis etc. Tout ce que vous avez à faire, c'est de communiquer avec un médium dans le passé, et vous le voyez, le médium dans le présent, et puis vous dites au médium de se communiquer soit avec elle, ou soit avec un autre médium que vous avez vu dans le passé, et puis vous passez des informations. Donc vous pouvez gagner pas mal de l'argent dans les loteries. Vous gagnez une fortune dans tout ce qui est loterie et tout ça, loterie nationale, euros, millions et tous ces délires-là. Il suffit quand vous avez les numéros dans le présent, et vous passez le numéro dans le passé, vous le notez sur, je sais pas quoi, vous les tickets de loterie, et puis vous validez ça. Et donc vous regardez, et vous gagnez des millions, des milliards, je sais pas combien qu'il y a dans la loterie. Donc tout ce que je demande, c'est n'oubliez pas mes 33%, car tout travail mérite salaire. Tout travail mérite salaire, je ne travaille pas pour rien. Donc vous me payez mes 33%, vous me payez mes 33%, et puis vous gardez 66% pour vous. Et 1% c'est pour tout ce qui est les frais de papier, les frais de dossier, tout ça là, donc voilà quoi. Donc on mettra, dès qu'il y a des imprévus, tout ça, les 1% ça servira à payer ça quoi. Donc voilà, cet argent-là, on mettra ça sur une banque et tout ça pour les prochaines. Si on n'utilise pas, eh bien, ce sera pour les prochaines négociations et tout ça, ainsi de suite. Quoi. Et si ça monte beaucoup, eh bien, on se le partagera après. Quoi, hein. Si ça monte, si on fait plusieurs contrats, eh bien, on partagera le pourcentage. Quoi. Enfin bref, moitié-moitié, 50-50. On dit 50-50, 50-50. Donc voilà comment on peut faire normalement. 1% pour frais de dossier, tout ça, frais de papier. 66% pour vous, dans votre poche, des bénéfices nets. 60% de bénéfices nets dans votre poche et 33% de bénéfices nets dans ma poche. Tout le monde est content, tout le monde est heureux. Et tout ça, c'est mon salaire que je demande. Donc tout ça, tout travail mérite salaire. Travail mérite salaire. Et on rappelle que si je ne suis pas payé, votre mort sera mon salaire. Si je ne suis pas payé, votre mort sera mon salaire. Si je ne suis pas payé, votre mort sera mon salaire. Donc voilà. Tout ce qui peut imiter ça, il limite et tout ça. Donc voilà comment vous pouvez gagner. Et puis normalement, vous pouvez mettre tout en avance et tout ça. Quoi. Si vous avez averti de toutes les pièces que vous avez montées sur votre route dans le futur, et que vous avez vu la médium dans le présent, vous avez dit ça dans le passé, vous avez dit tous les délais que vous êtes arrivés, et puis la vue dans le futur, bien dans le présent, et puis on va communiquer avec vous dans le passé, donc voilà quoi. Vous avez toutes les marches pour gagner tout ça. Vous pouvez battre toutes les armées là, et tout ça, savoir ce qu'ils vont faire dans le futur, savoir ce qu'ils ont fait dans le passé. Donc vous avez le temps de vous armer, d'avoir les armes les plus puissantes, ou bien avoir les technologies les plus puissantes. Et je sais pas quoi, mais même savoir quelle catastrophe il va y avoir et puis vous sauver quoi. Avoir le temps de vous préparer dans le passé, tout ça, donc vous suivez pour voir tel et tel endroit et vous voyez que tout est déjà prêt et vous pouvez vous sauver quoi. Donc voilà, vous en vie quoi. Donc c'est une solution hyper rapide et classique et facile pour sauver sa peau si jamais la planète explose ou si jamais l'île explose, je sais pas quoi, à cause d'un truc, comment dire, éruption volcanique, parce qu'il y a pas mal de problèmes volcaniques en ce moment. Et comme il y a beaucoup de monde qui a peur de 2012, c'est-à-dire décembre 2012, il y a beaucoup de monde qui a peur de décembre 2012, donc voilà quoi. Vous commencez déjà à avoir des médiums et tout ça, donc on va au décembre 2012, si jamais il y a alignement des planètes et tout ça, et puis qu'il y a force et tout ça qui agit sur la marée ici, tout ce qui est machin là, tout ce qui est magma et pour détruire la planète, vous êtes déjà au courant quoi. Donc vous savez ce qu'il faut faire, et puis vous passez l'information dans le passé. Passez l'information dans le passé, vous savez comment résoudre le problème, quoi. Vous sauvez, parce que vous avez normalement tout, vous avez tout le tout pour réfléchir, quoi. Vous avez à peu près 6 mois, voire même des années, quoi. Si vous avez vu ça depuis longtemps, quoi, dans le passé, quoi. Si vous avez communiqué avec des médiums il y a plus de 20 ans et tout ça, et vous passez l'information dans ça, quoi. Donc vous résoudre le problème que vous avez vu dans le présent, puis même en décembre 2012, et donc vous pouvez sauver votre vie, quoi. Pour vous échapper. Donc voilà ce que je propose. C'est mon Édouard. C'est mon Édouard, dit Édouard, famille Édouard. La famille Édouard, famille Édouard, solution qu'on peut utiliser normalement. On rappelle qu'on est le vendredi 13 avril 2012. Vendredi 13 avril 2012, à peu près 17h33. On est au 9700 radio. 9700 radio. On rappelle qu'on avait déjà utilisé cette solution là aussi pour battre certaines armées de Star Trek qui venaient nous envahir à Londres, là, qu'on voyait notre présent, et tout ça pour dominer leur loi et tout ça. Donc voilà, grâce à ça, on les avait battus. Grâce à cette technique-là. Donc bien sûr, il y a quelques failles dedans, mais bon, on peut l'améliorer par la suite. Quoi. Donc voilà ce qu'il faut faire, et puis finalement, si ça marche bien avec tout ce qui est spiritisme, tout ce qui est obia, tout ce qui est sciences occultes, ce qu'on a ces sciences occultes là, tout ce qui est démoniaque et tous les démons et toute la bande là, possession démoniaque et tout ça, donc voilà, on va faire ça quoi, et quoi, enregistrer ça normalement quoi. Donc, vous pouvez gagner normalement facilement quoi. Et donc remporter des victoires et tout ça sur des ennemis les plus puissants, les plus importants, les plus terrifiants, quoi. Parce que vous avez déjà vu et tout ça, vous avez communiqué dans le passé, et donc ce sera en avance des siècles, des années, des millénaires d'avance sur eux quoi, avant qu'ils aient vu quoi. Et donc vous pouvez les détruire à ça quoi. Donc voilà, on va couper là, si vous voulez, c'est mon Edouard, on va terminer, terminer, finir de couper, 4 couper, quand on rappelle aussi, tout travail mérite salaire, tout travail mérite salaire, si vous ne payez pas votre morceau à notre salaire, le morceau on va couper, terminer, couper, finir de couper, top! One to business solution. We are the 13th of April 2012, 13th of April 2012, so around 19 minutes after 2 in the afternoon, 20 past 2, 20 past 2 p.m., 20 past 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Just a business solution. We are 97,118 Saint-François Guadeloupe, 97,118 Saint-François Guadeloupe in the French West Indies, the French Caribbean, the French Antilles, the French Antilles. So just a few ideas normally. How can you get a business to work, to say a restaurant or a bar, where just say during hours where there is not really a lot of people, you can give out a discount, so people can come and buy into the restaurant. They can buy at discount price of food or drinks. For just to say, take the example of a bar, you see between 8 and 10 o'clock. You can see the 8 drink is at half price or a quarter of the price. So you can fill your restaurant like that. If you nobody still come, you can even give a voucher or a few cash, and then free food, things like that. And then between 10 and 2 in the morning, then you make everybody that coming in between 10 and 2 in the morning, you let them pay. You ask them to pay a certain amount of money to get in. I don't know if it's $5 or $10 or even $20, all depends. And then if you close around 2 o'clock or you close 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see between 2 and 4, the price is going to increase again. To say, for example, if you have guests, you invite guests, and then you have shows like a concert, a private concert done by a star or a musician like that, and ask them to pay a certain amount of money between 2 and 4 in the morning. So for 2 hours you have the star being performing on the stage or in the bar or in your restaurant. I know your restaurant before 4 o'clock in the morning, but anyhow. Or even a nightclub, you can do that in a nightclub as well, to see between 8 and 10 discount price or free entrance and new free drinks. Or you can get the drinks at lesser price, then you can go for people who have giving away free drinks, or not giving away, starting a new business of drinks, and then for them to get the drink notice, the drinks they're giving to they have to give out free drinks to get them notice, to say a couple of boxes for people to try the drinks, and they can have comment or something like that, and you can give the drinks for free in your club to people who are between 8 and 10 in the night. So 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. in the night, you can give this type of drinks for free in your bar. For people to test free drinks, you can give free drinks. So if you want it to work, you have to choose the best free drinks that you can get, the best new people who come on the job, so giving out free drinks. You can choose that. That's one of the ideas. That's one of the ideas you can try it out in clubs and restaurants. So that's what's from SEYMOUR. I have another few ideas I was trying to give out, apart from the drink techniques and the club and all that, club, restaurant and pub and all bars and all that. You want to try that out. There's a lot of technique as well if you want to lose weight, to do it easily and without to lose weight easily without having to work hard. Well, if you're alone and you want to create a team, you can hire people to come and train with you. You pay them a certain amount of price to say to play with you for an hour or two, to say around $5 or $10, or all depend how much you want to pay them. You hire a team of, I don't know, 10 or 20 people, all depend. If you want to play tennis, you hire 4 people or 5. If you want to play football, you hire two teams of 21 people, all depend on what you want, and you can play with them. But normally, if you want to lose weight easily, then you can play with your friends. You can go and play football, you can go and play handball, you can go and play water polo, you can go and play volleyball, and all that. You can train yourself, so you can hire people to go and train with you, and then you lose the weight easily like that. There's a phone ringing, so I'm cutting and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. So as I was saying now, to hire people to go and play football, or to play tennis, or to play what they call that again, handball or volleyball, as well as water polo, all the type of sports we can train with them. So you play. I say you start training for half an hour every day for a week, and then you move up to an hour. Then in the third week you might start playing for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then you can train for that for 2 weeks to 2 months, and then you leave the work disappear without even noticing. Or not, you have to play tennis for each night or each evening or each morning. You pay those people, and then you pay them 5 to 10 hours to play with you each day like that, and then you lose the weight, man. So you run up and down a court, hitting balls into nets, hitting balls into cage and all that, so playing water polo and all that, while having fun with them. Or you can even do that with your friend, contact a football group of friends if you remember the phone number, if you have they call that your phone book, give a free phone calls. If they have time, just tell them to train to lose weight for between an hour or 2 per each day. Or you can change friends. You can change your friends to train for each is maybe for 2 to 3 times per week. 2 to 3 times per week you can do that and train. But normally, if you want to really shed off the weight quickly, you have to train every day to a minimum of an hour and a half to 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours every day for a month minimum, a month for 2. So when you train for a month for 2, and don't forget you have to eat well. So what type of food you eating? You eating athlete food from people, I don't know, from athletes, or again from what do you call this type of food again? Sports people. If you can get a dietitian to create the food for you, if you have enough energy, you can do that as well. So that's how you can shed the weight easily, stomach weight, hips weight and all that. Just practicing playing sports with your friends. So that's one of the few ideas that I'm putting together and try to make it into a business solution to make money. I guess you can even create a business like that by proposing to people to work for you to play sports if other people want to lose weight. You can create a business like that. You hire these people, and then you put your advert, and if you want to go and play sports with team with other people, they have to pay, they have to short the money, and then you play with them. I guess at first as they play, they lose the weight, and then you pay the person. So that's an excellent way to lose weight by having fun. You're practicing by having fun without having too much to take it serious and all that. You just playing, running up and down the court, shooting into a cage, shooting football, playing handball, playing water polo, playing basketball, playing volley and all that. All you do is playing and having fun, and to the side you might have a barbecue, something like that, to put people some drinks and all that. And I'm talking alcohol, fruit juice, water and natural food, something like that, to get you pump up your energy and then to get back to the game. I bet with you, in 2 months you'll have shed off most of the weight that you have. I guess if you put on 20 pounds, you might share max 10 to 15 pounds in a month, in the month for 2 months, easily. Just running up and down for 2 hours each day. For this, you might go there to say from 6 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 o'clock. But if you want to push it further, because if you want to use it fast, you can train for 4 hours. But I don't think that somebody around 40 years old can do that. That's for the kids. For young children, or to say for people around 18 to be 18 or much older, can train like that. So they can go on and have sports training for the whole day, and eat on the court and all that. So they shed their weight even faster. So I guess that we used to do when I used to play tennis and going back to school after the big holidays, the summer holidays. What we used to do is to play for the 2 months of the holidays after school, playing for the whole summer, playing tennis. And then when we reach in September, we was in good shape and very fit and all that, and ready to take up the year to study and then give our maximum to achieve. That's how we managed to go so far. I'm doing that because we used to train as hell, and in the summer we playing sports game, playing team game, playing sport game or team games together, tennis and all that, rolling all over the place and all that. So that's what you can do to lose a lot of weight. I guess you can use the same thing to train your army personnel and all that, the army people, or even the army people, or the police people, or to say the gendarmes or the police people, they can change those people do that. The military police people that can train them in that. So you can train your team, you can train your gang or your friends and all that, plus do it easily. And as you know, doing those type of sports, the type of sports game, tennis and all that, they are linked to what we call martial arts. Martial arts. So when you know to do each of the movements, you can consider the movement into a martial art. So you just have to get a specialist in that to translate the movement that you make in one of the sports into a self-defense martial art. So you can train on mannequin, or they call that on stuffed puppets, or even on what you call again the punching bags and all that, with the same movement and repeating the gesture. So what you have to do, you have to make they say the French call it an enchaînement, but different all type of movement to when you fight against your opponent, if you want to play use what you call self-defense. As I can remind you that in France, in the country controlled by the French people, there are no legitimate defense. You have right to use weapon to defend yourself. You can beat you up easily, and you haven't got to defend yourself. You just have to go and contact the military police or the police people, and they'll take care of all that. So they can beat you up, kick you up to death and all that, and you don't have to defend yourself. If you defend yourself, then you are wrongdoing, and it's your team might end up in prison afterwards. So yes, that's what happened in the French countries, and the country controlled by French people. I guess that's not the same as things happening in America. I think they have legitimate defense, or what they call it. You got the right to replicate, to attack the person or other attack you, so you can do that. So yes, you have all that type of techniques that you can learn. So you have a specialist in martial arts who know exactly the quality sports game and the tennis playing game and all that, even the rugby game. We'll be able to translate and the American football and soccer football game, translate it into art martial movement, so you can learn to defend yourself. You need to defend yourself against your opponents. And don't forget what we call again the coup point américain. I call it coup point américain. I don't know if they call it those ring, the iron ring that you wear on your fist. The iron ring linked together, and then that have knuckles, iron knuckles and all that. I don't know if they can put knives onto it or make them bigger. You can train that, and then you can do a tennis movement to attack your enemy. Because in fact, you can use your foot as well. You know how to play football and give tackles and all that. And if you know soccer, to know what the soccer game, you can play football. You can use the soccer movements, tackle, kick, shoot and all that. With the other side, on the other side you have what we call the American football, where you have contact, where you can hit to immobilize somebody, like them fall to their feet or bounce them together, or you run into them, all the kind of things. You know, they play American football, we can use that as well. So that was what I had to say, and what else we have again about that. So this was a little introduction. I think I might develop it more further on. As you can see, we had Friday the 13th of April 2012. Friday the 13th of April 2012. It's around 32 minutes after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 32 minutes after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 p.m. of Noida. We are in the 97-118 Saint-François Guadeloupe, 97-118 Saint-François Guadeloupe in the West Indies, between Europe and America, for the east and west side, and for the north and south side is between the North Pole and South America. To say Brazil within South America, a bit above or somewhere, you want to find it. So that's what that's what we're about now. And then we can talk about other ideas. One thing I really wanted to do is to get into films. That's one of my main ideas, and the main thing I'm trying to do is to, as a film lasts a bit for 1.5 to 2 hours, that to make a plot and 2 subplots. So the first plot will be about the hero, the subplot will be about events, and the second subplot will be about a commercial placement product and all that, like advertising and all that. So what the main plot will be, what the main film menu will be about the commercial. In fact, Yes, there will be a story about it, but the main thing is to be a huge commercial, you know, a huge advertisement, or they call it publicity in France, to sell product. So even though the film don't work, I know I'll get money as well from placement product into the film, as well as advertising for any type of product in the film. So I know I'll get money from that, and I wouldn't have to spend too much. I wouldn't have to lose money if the film don't work. I still earn a bit of money, a bit of cash to help me to pay for the film, and I need a little money on the side to get into, put into my bank account, and have my family to live and all that. So that's things you can do as well with the film. Well, to write the scripts, or I try to write the scripts. Well, the first draft of the scripts will be written just like a letter, you know, a letter where we just have to write letters, and you write a letter. Just like to write, I use the same techniques as writing my, what I call it, my poetry and my music. When I was writing my music, my poetry and the lyric of my music, I used to have a few ideas, and I was writing a letter. I was writing a letter to send to talk to a friend, to send a letter to your friend, to your mother, to your father, to your sister, to your brother. And that's what the first technique I use using that, you know. So you just write a letter, and then you can write, you just have to find a lot of subject, read books, watch films, go for a walk and all that, and you see something interesting and you write a letter about it. And then you have either a story for a film, or you have either a story for a music, or a story for a lyric, or story for a poetry. That's how easily you can do it, writing a letter. Everybody can write letters, it's not that difficult to. And then only thing you have to do is that you have to respect the specific medium that you are addressing. So once you have your letter, you just have to turn it into a poetry or into a song. That's easy. You just have to have what they call that chorus and all the repetition, all this stuff that have been in songs and all that. So what you give for the interesting part, you know, if you want to write a lyric for a song, is the thing the most important that you want the person to remember. When you use that in a chorus, that's the thing you repeat the most into the song. When you write the letter, you see that person you want to remember that, and you use that as the chorus. Or what the information that you want to transfer to them. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is to write music, or to write a scenario, to be a scenarist, or to write a poetry, or to even write a book. Because I guess I'll be using the same technique to write what I call a book or a novel, something like that. So it's the same technique as well, just writing a letter, speech one, and writing the story. Already I have a few poetry I put together by using the same technique of letters, but I have to develop it further on into a novel, or into a script. But the whole story has been summed up already into a page or two, into one page back and front already. So that will be much easier to do then. So that's the most thing it will be easy to do. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, I want to insult that woman, but don't worry. Some of them always have to think they're more clever than all the others, and fat and big and that, anyhow. That's how it goes here now. We have a lot of people who believe they are the most, they are God's gift to men. Some of them believe they are God's gift to men, so the most of them are messing about. Anyhow, I decided not to speak in English or quite American, and to hell with the French people, because they're messing about quite too much stupid. So we go now for American, and then I don't know how much time I'll take it of speaking in English or in American, or whatever you want to call it. And hopefully I'll use the most simplest language of all, so a maximum of people can understand what I'm talking about, and hopefully they'll get ideas, and I hope to develop it. Most of these ideas I put into this book, I asked to generate 23% before I said 25%, but now I ask 23% if what I'm talking about is successful, and you start making the benefits by using these texts and stories, and you get 66% of the benefits for you. Evidently it's after net, so the benefits net, after you are paying for everything, to say to pay the gate, to pay what you call all the equipment that you need, and all the food and all that, and pay your taxes and all that. So anything's paying that, what's remaining in the benefits net, I ask for at 33%, and you know the benefits you get 60%. The 1% that remains is for what we call paperwork, or it's paperwork and organization and all that, or discussion and all the things. That's what Mr. problem that you have unseen problem. The 1% to resolve all those unseen problems. Maybe we will add a little more, but generally you put 1% aside to resolve the problems that we have unseen, and we can use that 1% to pay for it. Okay, so that's what we have to say, and then we might talk about a few ideas in a few minutes, but for the moment, that's most of it. So as I say, we are with SEYMOUR, EDOUARD. I remember by you that we had the Friday 13th of April 2012, Good Friday, April. As you know, Friday, everybody are doing betting, people are afraid of betting, all that. So you have Friday, the 13th of April 2012, around 39 minutes after 2, to say 40 minutes after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We are in 9718 San Francisco Road. 9718 is the postal code, and 718 is the postal code, and San Francisco Road is the town, and Guadeloupe is the country, and the French Caribbean is the area where you can French Caribbean or the French West Indies. That's where we are located. And as I usually said, all work deserves salary. Don't forget that all work deserves salary. And if you don't pay us, your death will be our salary. If you don't pay us, your death will be our salary. But you got get killed for that by not paying us as well and all that. So all work deserves salary, and what I'm doing is a work. That's why I'm asking the 43% to be paid for that. So if you don't, you have the risk of being attacked and all that if you don't pay for it. Generally you can go. Generally, we increase the percentage from 33% to double it from 60%, 99%, and up until we reach around 200%. And on 200%, then we start attacking you because you didn't pay all the money that we asked. And it's 200%, and you didn't pay, then we don't warn you. We start to warn all that because you make a lot of money with it. You didn't pay what you asked for, and then you still come in and go through some mocking us, and then you have to you still have to be attacked and then be killed. Otherwise, and you're not paying. You make a lot of money and you're not paying the 33% that we had asked. So now it's 200 more than 200%. Then if you don't pay, then as we say, all we deserve salary, and if you don't pay, your death will be our salary. That's to see. Okay, so we cut on that. This was SEYMOUR, EDOUARD. We had the 13th of April. Friday the 15th of April 2012 is around 41 minutes after 2 in the afternoon, 41 minutes after in the afternoon. We are in San Francisco Guadeloupe, then 700 San Francisco Guadeloupe. The first one is the French Caribbean, cut on that. Coupe, top, terminé, cut, finish, cut, top, coupe, stop. Cut that, man, cut it, cut. All work deserves salary, all work deserves salary. Cut.
Hurt. You see, I asked to kiss her. She said no, and she said yes. You see, I asked to make love to her. She said no, and she said yes. And something happened. You see, she said I'm pregnant. And the trouble, I said what? You're killing me. You see, she said marry me. I looked around. I said yes, and I said no. And I run. I hurt her. I hurt my parents. I hurt my friend. I hurt myself. And I found myself close to the pharmacy at the mercy of the morning after pain. At the mercy of the morning after pain. As they would give it to you like that. At the mercy of the morning after pain. I returned, said I had a cure. She felt hurt, she felt tears. She felt hurt, she felt tears. She took it and cried in the corner with my arm wrapped around her. She took it and cried in the corner with my arm wrapped around her. But she was broken. But she was broken. But she was broken. Broken and torn from her unborn child. Broken and torn from her unborn child. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She left, leaving an unprepared lover. Leaving an unprepared lover. Leaving an unprepared lover looking for redemption. Redemption, waiting for redemption. Redemption, waiting for redemption. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Waiting, waiting, redemption, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting still for that redemption. When I get to the redemption of that forgiveness, when the redemption come, and for that redemption, hurt, 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 hurt. Hurt. You see, I asked to kiss her. She said no, and she said yes. You see, I asked to make love to her. She said no, and she said yes. And something happened. You see, she said I'm pregnant. I looked trouble. I said what? You're killing me. You see, she said marry me. I looked around. I said yes, and I said no. And I run. I hid her. I hid my parents. I hid my friend. I hid myself. And I found myself close to the pharmacy, at the mercy of the morning after pill. At the mercy of the morning after pill. I was going to give it to you like that. At the mercy of the morning after pill. I returned, said I had a cure. She felt hurt, she felt tears. She felt hurt, she felt tears. She took it and cried in the corner, with my arm wrapped around her. She took it and cried in the corner, with my arm wrapped around her. And she was broken. And she was broken. And she was broken. Broken and torn from an unborn child. Broken and torn from an unborn child. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She didn't forgive me. She left, leaving an unprepared lover. Leaving an unprepared lover. Leaving an unprepared lover looking for redemption. Redemption, waiting for redemption. Redemption, waiting for redemption. And I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Waiting for redemption. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting still for that redemption. And I get to the redemption of that forgiveness. And the redemption come. And for that redemption, hurt, 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 hurt. Wall Street, 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 New York, 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 York, New York, New York, New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, 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 New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, 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 New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, 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 New York. New York all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. New York, New York, the city that never sleeps. New York, New York, from South Broadway. South Broadway, and party on Times Square on New Year's Eve. And party on Times Square on New Year's Eve. New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. Manhattan, the Central Park. And on to Madison Square Garden, without forgetting Brooklyn Bridge and the Empire State Building, the little wing, the Liberty Statue, for Spider-Man, fight for liberty, to study an achievement, to reach for the light, and touch the sky. New York, 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 New York. That's that touch for September 11, without forgetting or to have memory. New York, 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 New York. We rise again with liberty woman and freedom men to touch the sky and shine on the light of liberty, freedom and peace, love and unity. New York, 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 New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, New York, the people party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. In New York, 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 New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, 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 New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. New York, New York, the place that never sleeps, the place that never sleeps, never, never, never sleeps. New York, New York, the place that never sleeps. New York, New York. Party all the time, party every day, party all the time, party every day. In New York, 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 the place that never sleeps.